Sometimes I just like to make something simple, quick and easy at home for myself and for my partner. Today's recipe is one of that recipe that is very easy to make at home, and it goes very well with a bowl of rice and some other Chinese or Malaysian dish. I've learned this dish by watching my mother make it many times in her kitchen many years ago. It is a family recipe. There is no fancy name for it, but my mother called this dish Taucheo Hu. Taucheo Hu is a Penang Hokkien word. Taucheo refers to a brown bean paste, or also known as a yellow bean paste, whereas Hu refers to fish. So this dish itself really means fish cooked with brown bean paste. Taucheong is also known as taucu. Some people call it taucu, and it is a fermented soybean. Now, it comes in a jar at the Asian supermarket. I usually have two types of fermented soybean kept in my fridge. One of them is the salted soybean. This is a Singapore brand, very famous brand called Searing. This salted soybean hasn't been mashed up, so it comes with the bean still in whole pieces. And the other type of brand that I like to use is a Malaysia brand, and it's the Angel brand. Now, this particular fermented soybean itself has already been mashed up, so you don't really have to mash up the beans. They all have a different kind of they have a very distinctive smell. I don't particularly like the smell, but I enjoy using it in my cooking. In this recipe itself, I'm just going to use this mashed up brown bean paste, and I'm just going to use 1 tablespoon. The other ingredients that we need to make this very simple fish dish. One is the ginger, the fresh red chili, and I'm going to use about 5 cloves of garlic, 1 spring onions, some coriander leaves as garnishing. For the sauce itself, I'm going to use just a very tiny knob of tamarind pulp. And of course, it is a fish dish, so we need some fish. And the best fish for this dish is a white fish, a firm white fish. What I'm using is rocklin fillet. I have 2 very nice big cut of rocklins. They are nice and thick. So the taste itself comes from the brown bean paste, and the flavor of the dish, the aroma, comes from all the standard Chinese spices of ginger, garlic, spring onions, and coriander and chilies. With the tamarind pulp, I'm going to soak this with 1 cup of water to make a tamarind water. The next thing I want to do is to cut up my spring onions. I'm going to use this to fry with the ginger and the garlic. Now the rest of the spring onion, I'm just going to cut it up, and this will be used as garnishing. Now with the garlic, I just want to mince it, chop it up very finely. So that's all the preparation. I have my fish here, nice chunky pieces, and of course for the seasoning itself, I'm using 1 tablespoon of brown bean paste, or the fermented soybean paste, the Angel brand, a Malaysian brand. This is a very simple family recipe that I've learned by watching my mother cook. Now my mother made this and she will only use one small pan to make her dish. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it a little bit different from my mother. I'm gonna saute and fry all the aromatic ingredients and sear the fish on both sides. And then I'm just going to put it in a clay pot to serve it in a clay pot. Why is Siri just come on by itself? I have no idea. Can you hear Siri? Anyway, so I'm doing this a little bit different from my mother, just because I have clay pot and I love to cook and to serve in a clay pot. First, toss in the spring onions, the ginger, next the garlic. Going to add the bean paste. Now I'm not gonna waste this, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water and just mix through. I can smell it is aromatic. Now I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit. Okay, adjust the flame if you think it's too hot. Now I'm ready to put the fish in now, and again I'm just gonna sear the fish on both sides and then take it out. Okay, that's enough. I'm going to turn off the heat and I'm going to remove the fish, and I'll continue cooking the fish in the clay pot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on a low flame, which is on a different burner, low to medium heat. So that's my sauce for the fish. Starting to boil, I'm turning down the heat to slowly braise my fish inside the clay pot, and I'm gonna cover it with the lid. It's been 4 minutes, so I'm gonna have a quick look at the fish. Oh yeah, the fish is definitely cooked. Add in the red chili, spring onions, and the coriander leaves. And try 2 pieces, a little bit of sauce. Braised fish with fermented soybean paste. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and remember to subscribe and share with your friends and family. I am Victor Koo. Thanks for watching. See you next week. I'm going to continue eating this. Oh yeah. It's delicious.